Do you know where the milk is?
They bring us the milk. More milk, please. We need milk.
If I let one of you out, do you think you could sniff it out?
You just see one dog's like, man, I don't know. I mean, if you could just let us out of here, I mean, that'd be swell. We'll do what we can. I mean, some got dog noses, but I mean, everyone's kind of at a different spot with this sort of thing, you know?
Well, I like you. What, do you have a name?
Ted.
It was Carl, but now they call me Noodles.
Noodle Carl, I think that we could be close. We could be friends. You seem like a stand-up lad. I can let you all out.
I don't know that trick. I can shake, I can roll over, but stand-up's not one of mine.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll shake. We'll shake on it. But I need you to promise you're not going to attack me and my friends. You don't have the bloodlust yet or anything?
No one wants to kill anybody here. I mean, we're honestly, we kind of we're more dog than human, but we kind of started as dogs, and they're kind of shaping us in this. I don't know what's going on, but
you started
as
dog.
You got a lady that smells really nice out there, like a roast turkey. It's really good.
He looks a little nervous. Graham looks a little nervous.
I mean, I'm not eating anybody.
Knowing exactly who the turkey woman is.
Everyone here, they just want more milk. The more milk we have, the more we change, and kind of the more we stay the same. You know, it's hard part's chasing the milk around, but that's part of the excitement. You know.
All right, Noodle Carl, I trust you, and he'll try to open all these cages.
Thanks, man. I mean, this really means a lot to us. Hey, boys. When we go outside, it's time to go for a walk. And all the dogs just start running and running and running. They all go to, some go to the door to the administration building. They're scratching on it they want to be let outside. The other dogs run down the other hallway, and they just kind of get lost in the sense of excitement. And Carl's just kind of walking. I mean, I've never called anyone master before or anything. What's your name?
Graham, and I will shake using the one trick you know.
Graham.
There's a very important question though.
He sits and then holds up a paw.
I was gonna. What kind of dog to human ratio is Noodle Carl? Is Noodle Carl a human
is
faced
almost
dog?
all dog except for his head.
God, I hate it. God, I hate it.
It's almost like it's like the same color of skin as the dog body. It doesn't look out of place, but it does look out of place because it's a dog. It's a human head on a dog body, but it looks like it blends seamlessly into it, like it's supposed to be like that.
All right, Carl Noodle. Now we've shaken and made friendship. Where do you have any place you'd like to go? Any sort of? We're looking for a portal or something.
Portal, they don't let us out of here, really. They just kind of pump us full of that milk we got to chase around. I can try and smell around a little bit if you want me to. I mean,
absolutely.
You help me, you scratch my back. Actually, if you could scratch my back first, that'd be...
Yeah, to the back. There we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Pull on Annabelle's, short sleeve and just say, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Graham,
you know what I don't like more? Death.
Graham will walk out. This is Noodle Carl. He is will be leading us.
Roll a sanity check, Dr. Jones and Dr. Annabelle Cosgrave.
I failed so hard.
Noodle Carl.
So bad.
Just take a D4 because he doesn't look threatening.
Hey, that's a 3.
That's a 14.
You pass. Go ahead. Oh, wait, you failed, Dr. Jones, right?
I sure did.
You pass. Only take one, Dr. Cosgrave.
Okay.
Because he's friendly, but he's dog cute, but not person cute, but you feel kind of strange because there's a human head. So it's like a dog cute on a person doesn't fit. So you're a little confused. I really appreciate you guys just getting us out of here. It's really nice. It really reflects well on your generosity and this guy over here is generous nature of just being given.
I think that you're lovely. Can we go?
He's going to sniff out the milk for us. Yes.
Oh yeah. First, if you don't mind, he just goes to the wall and picks up a leg. Oh man,
I'm just gonna start walking, towards the end of this hallway.
Okay. As you walk past Noodle Carl, he goes, hold on a second. You're not a turkey woman, but you smell like them. Can you bring us to the milk? I could use a drink. I mean, I just kind of let it all out, you know?
No. I don't.
I mean, that's off. We just met. That's awfully rude to just flat out say no. I mean,
counterpoint, it's rude to ask someone for something if you've just met.
I mean, I said please, you know. It's all right.
Right.
No, I see how it is.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Yeah, he's following you. Not like following you, but he's walking the same direction as you, just behind you.
Animal's gonna run up next to him just to catch up with him to walk next
Noodle
to him.
Carl or Graham?
Noodle Carl.
Noodle Carl,
Sure.
okay.
Do you ever overhear them talking about anything that doesn't seem normal? I know that your sense of normal might be a little off, but...
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh. Well... No.
You know, like, you know, I've heard things, but, you know, you're not my master or anything, so I'm just gonna probably better keep tight-lipped until, you know, who knows how this is gonna play out.
What does that
You smell great. I mean, like a well-basted bird.
Excuse me?
What? Excuse me? I mean... He starts sniffing the ground again.
I'm gonna
turn around and look at Graham.
Noodle Carl's on the scent. He's looking for the milk. He's sniffing the milk out for us.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna head towards. From what I remember, there was some sort of stairwell, if the map is the same as this one here, that would lead to the basement. And I think passing, if we do pass it, the Area 59, she'll like look in that direction, and then like have this like longing look, but then continue towards the stairs.
Okay.
You go downstairs.
First, Noodle Carl stops. He's like, you know, hey, Master, I smell a lot of milk, and you know, I smell it coming from a few spots around here. But first one, I guess, if you're more into the sequential thing, would probably be this one over here, the tetracary biocide storage.
Yes, we're planning to stop in that. Let's take a look. Get you a drink.
Hey, man, that sounds great. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll open the door.
Could really use a cold one. Good cold milk.
Gesture for Noodle Carl to enter first. We're checking this out first.
Do we really have time to stop, though?
Why are we heading to the basement again? Wasn't the plan to view this place first?
I mean, yes, but we can come back. There's only one way back.
Dr. Jones, how are you feeling?
Feel fine. I mean, but honestly, everything is terrible, and I feel disgusting. Should I feel normal? In this entire situation, should I feel normal?
Noodle Carl's got to make a roll. I forgot.
At some point.
Eats me.
At some point, I would like to take a selfie with Noodle Carl.
Oh my god.
Oh
Carl
no.
approaches Dr. Jones.
I
mean, hey, baby, I didn't mean to be too rude back there. I mean,
I'm gonna take the tire iron and just kind of like push him away. No.
awfully nice. I mean, he's kind of standing on two legs. And
Please
he's trying to walk
stop.
towards you.
I'm going to put the tire iron between me and
I don't mean to be too forward.
You're being exceptionally.
Make a spot hidden check. No, don't. You don't need to.
I don't need to.
I mean, all right. Maybe you and I can go out and get a treat later.
I'm going to look past Noodle Carl and say, need help? I'm just gonna keep like walking backwards away from him.
Come, Noodle Carl. We'll get you a drink real quick. If you want to check, if you want to check out the basement and see if there's a portal down there, you can meet us back at the flame room is close. We'll just pop in here, get him some milk.
Yeah. Matt, he looks at Dr. Jones. Master's calling me, but hey, I'd call you Master sometime.
Oh, please don't ever. No.
And,
don't. No.
He waddles over to Graham and sits by his foot. But yeah, this
scratch his ears.
I hate it.
It's so weird.
So bad and gross.
And you go inside?
Yeah, I'll go inside.
The door's locked, but the key ring you have would open it. Who has the keys?
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones would have to open the door if she...
I would just toss you the keys.
All right.
I would hope that the
Unlock
stairwell does this. I'm gonna head towards the stairwell. I'm just gonna go.
Yikes.
I'll
just
head
gonna
to the upper side.
So you open the door, and inside you see, to your right and to your left, walls with rows and rows of vials, seemingly in a refrigerated, locked case. In each one, there are flasks, and each flask, within each one, is that milk-like liquid. And you see it; it's gloopy and blob-like as it swirls around in here. It seems like they're moving around. Some are popping up at the cork, seeming to try and get it out, as if to escape. Make a spot hidden check for me.
That is a 14. That does pass.
There are two where you can see the cork has been popped out of.
Graham will probably also make a sanity roll.
Go ahead, make a sanity check.
No, 78. That is a failure.
Make a D8.
Anything? Just regular.
+1.
Okay.
It's not as alarming as dogs talking to you.
Still concerning now that they've popped up.
Yep.
All right. Drink up, Noodle.
I mean, it smells like milk, but are you gonna open a bottle? Give me some. Do I have to beg? Don't make me beg. I hate begging.
No.
It's really demeaning.
Yeah, of course I will. They're vials, and some of them are open. Some of them are they're corked or flasks.
They're corked flasks with milk-like creatures going around inside of it.
Creatures. Oh, fuck. That's probably why I rolled the sanity roll. Are they alive? Are they alive, Noodles? Are these?
Like they kind of cycle it between us a bit. Sometimes there's some live ones they give to us. Sometimes they give us like regular milk, not like milk like dairy milk, but like lap it up with my tongue milk rather than have to like hunt it down and chew it up milk. This is a hunt it down, chew it up milk.
A hard milk, a pulpy milk. Yes, of course. I will grab the flask and I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't. He would grab a flask and like try to like pour it down on the floor.
I mean, that's a bad move. Sorry, let's rewind a little bit.
Sure.
Because before that happens, I was checking something. I mean, maybe before you do anything like that, maybe you want to talk to that guy. Maybe you know something.
Which man?
Oh, a guy in the corner. He's around the back over there. And you see there's just a guy in a chair that's seemingly comatose like this.
Do you know this man, Noodles?
I've seen him a few times, but like just casually. Like we said hey once or two, more acquaintances really.
All right. I will attempt to just stick here, Noodles, with perhaps I'm not sure how this man's going to react to me, if he's going to be as friendly as you are, so just stay here, stay low. I'll try to...
Tell me to stay, like a command? I'll do that. I mean,
like a request.
It's cool with me, Master.
It's a request, yes.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lounge more.
Okay.
That's all right. He kind of lays down.
Yeah, I like that.
Puts his head on his paws and waits.
Graham will draw his gun and try to approach.
You see a man, and he's in an office chair, and he's going...
He's asleep? He looks
No,
unconscious.
his eyes are wide open.
Oh, even worse. Fantastic. Sir, are you alright, or...
He looks at you with his eyes, and he's still locked up. Oh,
Do I see any sort of imposing force on him or anything causing...
Make an intelligence roll.
18. Yeah.
He is locked up, and the gestures he's making, it's like there's something in his lungs, and it looks like he's trying to cough or throw it up. But whatever it is has a very firm hold on him.
Graham will get behind, still holding the gun, and try to Heimlich as hard as he possibly can.
Roll a strength check for me.
How much is that? How much do I have to spend? Hold on. I will spend the 6 to make it happen.
Okay. As that happens, you see him, and like like a loogie flies out of his mouth as it hits the glass. This milk-like creature splats on it and goes down. Then you see it kind of like condense and then turn into like a strip and wiggle along. And it gets to the floor and then goes to escape the room.
Noodle, there's a milk creature. Go get him.
Rolls you didn't think you'd make. He gets up and just dashes right over to him. And he picks it up by the teeth and eats it.
Good job, Noodle. There you go. Feel better?
I mean, that's pretty filling. You know, that was hits the spot. That's great.
Right.
He's almost using a nap, but I guess it's kind of a high stress, high pressure situation. Maybe I should be more engaged. You know,
Just take it easy.
The man is gasping for air.
Graham, like, now comes around to the other side, still pointing his gun. Who are you? What's going on here?
He just grabs you. He's like, just listen. Just listen. His speech is just slurred. His voice, his lungs are just wrecked. But he says to you, the primary biocyte produces the milk. When it's warmed, it becomes the tertiary biocyte. What you see here. But if it's kept cool, it can be a powerful cure for all diseases. It's truly wondrous. But the balance is hard to get right. It's just so hard. Starts to cry. It's just so hard.
Well, we've seen the cure, work for a little bit and then really not work for a while. So I think it's pretty bad. I think maybe the balance is hard to achieve. If I had to take
He looks up to you with desperate eyes. I just need to try again.
Oh boy, how do you
we're getting so close. I just need to get more. I just need to get more.
Where is this? Where did you get the first milk? Where does the milk come from?
I just need to get more. He gets up and he ignores you and he starts walking out of the room. Graham, roll for me a roll for me a size check.
Nope. 50 does not do it.
You're just in awe watching this almost zombified man walking away as you don't really feel this milk-like creature that has crawled up your back as it begins to push itself into your ear.
Horrible.
And
yeah.
What would you like? Anything you'd like to do?
Oh yeah, Graham would either Graham would try to rip it out just with his hand.
If you try and rip it out and grab it, make a dexterity check. And all you hear is
33.
in your ear. Huh?
33 passes.
You rip this thing. Go ahead and roll a d4. you take 5. You take 4 physical harm. I'm sorry. As things other than just blood come out with your ear, and you're beginning to lose hearing. You have disadvantage on all listen checks for the rest of this scenario, as you are holding in your hand what looks like a flappy, wet, violent pancake.
Violent pancake, oh no. I will toss it to Noodle. One more, Noodle. One more, and then we really gotta get out of here. No, toss it to Noodle.
Roll a strength check.
Yeah.
As it's trying to hold on to your hand.
36. That does pass.
And you throw it like a frisbee. Noodle comes up and does like that doggy flip, as it like a grown man's head, says, "Man, you're just great. I mean, like you're generous."
That's a good partnership. I'm really liking it. We got to get out of this room though. Like holding my bloody ear.
Yeah.
we got to get the fuck out of here though.
And you exit the room. And you see Dr. Cosgrave. What have you been doing this whole time? Just watching him or watching her? Where have you gone? What have you done?
I actually think that are there any windows in any of these doors, or are they all just straight doors?
This is just this corridor has no windows.
Mm.
The rooms might have doors.
The rooms might have doors?
Rooms might have windows, sorry.
They might.
But none of them are along the wall.
So I think
You do see ahead of you, sorry, real quick. You do see ahead of you the docking bay. So you see the 2 docking doors, and you do see the metal door that you did see that does lead outside.
And they don't have metal things over them?
Oh, they do. Oh. But they're on the outside, not the inside.
Oh, mega bummer. Okay.
Yeah, you would assume that. But I mean, unless you're looking around more, if you get closer, you can investigate more. But
I think
around other places.
No, I think during all of this, she probably would have investigated that, but just been walking up to each door to see if she heard anything, if she could hear anything inside.
Define each door.
Literally just walking down the hallway, listening to the door, walking down to the next door.
Okay, so there's another hallway. If you want to go back to a reception area and go down the other hallway, which you believe are patient rooms, this is more the laboratory side, which you can listen to each room, which is just fine. Do you listen to door 59? How deep are you going?
Okay, wait, hold on. I need to try and orient myself here. Which room are we in right now? Or which room is Graham in?
53.
Graham is in 53.
Okay. Well, if 59 was there,
Did you guys go to the flammable storage unit?
We didn't actually go inside.
Not yet.
Nope. Okay, just checking.
Probably. I mean, she probably would have listened to 59 and then 53 and then 52 and just made her way all the way around the corridor.
So 53 had if you were by 53, all that action with Graham was happening inside.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah. We
so
came from the
either
left
walked away
side
from
of
that
the map.
and decided decided to do something else, or
Yes.
you decided to watch.
No,
You watched
no
him
thanks,
rip a
none for me.
pancake out of his ear.
Nope. So it would have been 59, 36, 57, 56, and then made her way around. However long she could go until Graham was done in there.
Okay. I mean, you hear something in 59.
Like what?
It just sounds like movement. Go ahead and roll a listen check for me.
What kind of movement?
Big sloppy movement.
I don't want that. I'm done with sloppy. I don't want any more slop. I got myself an 18.
Got yourself an 18. You hear a lot of walking steps, but not with shoes, but a hard surface hitting a hard surface.
Like hooves, maybe?
One could assume such.
Fuck. Hooves are not great. in the occult
right
world.
before we decide to go much further, I have to pee. If
I
we
do
could
too. Can we take like 2 minutes?
Let's say we could take 5 minutes. Yeah, I had to pee before, but it was just
You couldn't just pee.
I got in the flappy wet pancake room. So let's take 5 minutes. Everybody go pee, refill your glass, and we will conclude our evenings.
Don't forget to get some
Sure.
milk.
I'll
Oh.
wet flappy
Alright.
milk.
Flappy milk. I'll be right back.
Hate it.
I'll be here because I just did those things, not realizing we were gonna take a break. So
Yeah, I don't.
I'll
need
be
to
here
do
and chill
the
with
things.
you, family.
Yay! Hey there, family. Hello.
I love that. I love the podcast.
Old Gods podcast. If you haven't listened to it already,
Fantastic.
do it.
On season 2 now.
Yes. It started very fast. Just in it. Just in it. So good. So good.
We have the next channel announcements. We have Mythos Con coming up in 2 weeks. I'm sure something will be run next week in the interim. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll do something probably.
Maybe we could play. Well, We should talk.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we could probably do more Rhapsody too if it's sad because we've said it
yeah.
now. But we could also do some
Yeah.
other things too.
Yeah.
I'm open to other stuff. But Mythos,
Well, I'm just really wanting to play Alice is Missing again.
that's a great. Yeah, that's a great game.
That's just me.
That's fantastic. Who would you be this time?
Oh God. I would want to be, Jack or the older sibling.
Nice.
I'm planning to play it this Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
With a handful of people, so I'm gonna be Charlie.
Nice.
And I'm excited to see.
Charlie was fun. I like being Charlie.
Yeah, I'm excited to see kind of how it's different. Yeah.
Did you buy it on Roll20? How does it work on?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
I mean, that's
on
what we did.
Roll20.
I just wasn't sure if you like how the buying it because I kickstarted it, so I wasn't sure if it was.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you literally just buy it on
Okay.
the Roll20 store. But yeah, no, I got the PDF, and then I was like, but also I want it on Roll20 because it's so nice. Like
Yeah,
all the cards
it's
and
very
everything.
nice to have it on.
So easy. Yeah, Mythoscon's gonna be wild.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I have that tank top. I have Chris's tank top. Chris, I have your tank top. I feel like we've
mine?
had this discussion before.
So
yeah,
Ty has
I have
tank
this
top,
too
too.
because Chris got it for me.
we all need
Everyone
to wear
has
it.
that tank top.
We all.
Yep.
All right, next time we're all
I
together.
think was this
in the
last
same hall.
Thanksgiving?
That was last Thanksgiving. Yeah, because we played DDR on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I'm eating some pumpkin spice mini wheats right now.
Man, those are solid. I love
Those are very good.
those.
A lot of water. Let me get more water while I was waiting.
I think Mythos gonna be a lot of fun. We got a lot of games. We got a lot of trying some new games. That'll be fun.
So many games.
I enjoy some new systems.
I haven't run a game in a while.
And we're
I'm excited.
And we're doing some other stuff too. We're continuing our Teens on Space, which we haven't done in a year. We're doing the second episode of Kids on Bikes, which it's been like 2 years since we did that.
Yeah. But then we're also doing. What's on? Is Teens in Space on Friday?
That's on Saturday because
It's on Saturday.
Friday is kids and
okay.
maybe Dave doing the game. Saturday is company and teens, and then Sunday
Yes,
is
Sunday is
die
laughing.
and invasive.
Hilariousness followed by sheer actual
Yeah.
horror, like actual
A
terror.
distinct change.
A huge tonal shift, and I'm really glad that they are back to back.
Yeah.
What happened?
Talking about
the
MythosCon.
schedule.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna be ridiculous.
Flappy wet milk. Got milk.
Got milk.
Got the money good. Who's doing legit horror for MythosCon?
Dave.
Dave on the last day, Sunday night.
I hope he does. That would be good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
invasive
that's it.
procedures. It seems pretty. From what you told me, it seems like a very horror-esque scenario. That's really the only Well, I don't know how is the company more horror or comedy?
I have been speaking to you all in a comedic manner.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna end up being slightly comedic.
Okay.
But it's not like straight up horror like Mothership kind of is.
Okay.
But it's got those creep like Alien-esque, like the movie Alien franchise sort of vibes to it. So I can absolutely imagine it being terrible. terrifying.
Chris, is your teens gonna be very comedic, or you gonna go a little more?
It's very
Are you gonna go
comedic. It's very comedic.
Okay.
There'll be a
Super
couple
scary?
spooky moments, but
Real spooky.
you just don't have enough time to get that spooky for a 2 to 3 hour game. In
What
a one
time
shot.
is that game at?
Whatever it is on the calendar. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I also do not know.
Is that during our game?
They've changed the time of
I think-
everything so often. I
think
don't know
it's-
anymore. Saturday night, I think it is.
It is Saturday night.
Okay, it's after. Yeah. We swapped everything around, so it's after the game that I'm running. So it starts like.
Is
10
our game
PM.
on Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
it. Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Kids on
Everything
Bikes
got
Friday.
all-
Looking forward to that.
Everything got
It's gonna
all.
be a mess. If you haven't watched
thrown in
Kids
the
on
air
Bikes,
and
I
kids
highly
on bikes.
recommend you watch the YouTube or listen to the podcast or the first, because a lot of it will come back into play as I've just re-listened to it.
First one's great. Have you guys listened to Kids on Bikes?
I
our
listened to your
podcast?
Kids on Bikes.
I
Yeah.
listened to.
I didn't finish it, but-
I saw parts of your first one. Way back.
going to
yonder
Funkoland.
times.
One day.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Are we ready to get back on?
Nope.
I guess so.
Yep.
I'm not ready to die yet, Chris. I want to see what the next game is.
I'd like you to make it too, but you don't have plot armor and whatever.
Just don't kill me, okay?
I'm not trying to. You guys are doing it to yourselves.
You mean with your pocket knife you aren't invincible? Your pocket knife and regular clothes?
Guy, how much physical health do you have left?
I actually have a
7.
decent chunk. Oh,
I have so much health, y'all. It's fine.
I have a
Yeah,
decent
you got
chunk.
healed up.
So I get healed
You have a
up.
decent chunk.
I have.
Annabelle's pretty hurt
My
too.
sanity
I have
though
13.
is
Yeah, my
What do you
sanity
have?
has been seen better days. But my health
My
is fine.
sanity is fine. My luck is fine. My health is at 7, so I'm concerned.
It can be one shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's like when Ty almost got infected by a milk jug he opened. I'm like, let's play this out first.
Yeah.
Let's retcon a little bit. All right.
Fucking hell.
Are we back on?
we
We've been on, yeah,
didn't
we were
go
never-
anywhere.
we were never
Yeah,
on.
we just kind of
Sorry,
hung out.
everybody.
No,
Welcome
it's
back.
Just chill.
We've been hanging
Chill
out.
talk.
Been telling people about stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, I want to show everybody the bottle of the rosé we drank tonight. This is the picture on it.
Oh my
God.
god.
That's
What an icon.
that is a unicorn, either pooping or peeing, and it's called Unicorn Pale Fizz. And it's actually very good.
Hate it.
It doesn't taste like unicorn.
Unicorn.
But-
Hate it. I hate it.
Unicorn.
Everything is bad.
Okay. So we cut off at Annabelle Cosgrave, going door to door, checking around, and she heard possibly hoof-like sounds in room 59, and you also checked. Where's the other laboratory? '56. No.
49 is across from 51.
Yes, it is. You do check room 49, so you listen to it. Make a listen check for me.
Nope, I got a 42.
Yep. Cold metal door. Just.
Which one?
Well,
is
you hear
42?
too much ruckus
49.
from room 53, as it's just going wild in there with wet flappy pancakes, and you hear people screaming, and you see a man walking out very slowly, like a zombie in a white coat.
Why is 49 in between 54 and 55?
Listen, there's no
poorly
room
done.
7.
That's why I got confused. But yeah.
But 48 and 49 are labs, right?
48 was where the dogs were.
Oh, so we've seen the other lab.
But you haven't seen the other lab.
Is it locked?
With the keys of Jim Conity. So if you use those keys, you can open it.
Boy, howdy, we sure don't know where those two are, do we?
Those two? Who do you mean?
The brothers.
Jim
Brothers. Jim and Seer. That's all I know. That's all I know him as.
P and VP.
Dr. Cosgrave, anything else?
Nope. Just curious about the man who walked out of that room.
Okay. He comes out of the room, and you see him. He's kind of standing just right outside the room, and he's in between. Do I get the stuff that's heated, or do I just need a absolute fresh? Do I go fresh sample, or do I already go heated? Heated's already good because we need to heat it anyway. But maybe if I take it from the beginning, maybe that would be good too. And he's just kind of staring down at the ground and not moving.
Sir?
If I get a fresh sample, then I can control the heating process. But we kind of already figured out. He's ignoring you and just talking to himself.
I'm gonna look at Graham.
Graham's in the room ripping something out of his ear, isn't he?
Yeah, you pretty much concluded that.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tap the dude standing here on the shoulder.
Turns and looks at you. Do I get a fresh sample, or do I? We've already perfected that process of the heating, and it's really hard to get a fresh sample.
Well, where would you get the fresh sample?
Well, the fresh sample, I mean, of course, the milking room.
Right, of course. Where's the milking room?
Milking room, though. Of course. You don't know where the milking room is? Don't you work here? Why?
I do. I have terrible amnesia. I forget things all the time.
It's all right. They work us so. Yeah, I'll go to the lab and get a vial and follow me.
Okay. I'll go back to the doggy lab and find a vial.
Not that lab, the other lab.
Right, of course.
Come on, I thought you worked here.
You know what I said? I'm very tired. We're here very late tonight. I haven't slept yet. It's been on a 14-hour shift. Please just give me a moment. I'm gonna look over at Dr. Jones.
I've been walking to the.
Yeah,
I
and she doesn't have the keys
gone.
anyway.
Yeah,
Who has the keys?
Graham.
He's opened the door.
Dr. Adler.
Graham opens the door like blood pouring from his ear, gun in his hand. Yes.
Dr. Adler, we need to get into the laboratory to fetch a vial so that we can collect another sample from the milking room.
His face tenses up as you say, get a vial. Go on ahead, they're right there. Just be careful with them.
The lab is down here. What's in there?
Aren't you referring to the lab we're in?
I'm trying to get into room 49. So I'm saying that's a lab.
We're in round
There are two labs.
3.
Whether or not that's the correct lab, I don't know, but I'm assuming that it's the correct lab. Since it's the only other lab.
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
There's only 2 rooms that are laboratories.
Yeah,
What room am I in right now?
53.
And that is what is the name of that room?
Tertiary
Fireside
bioside
storage. You need to. Alright, here are the keys. Is that what you need?
Yes, are you feeling all right?
No! Gets you the blood coming up his ear. No, I don't hear so good right now!
That looks nasty. You should put a Band-Aid on that. She's gonna turn around and go back to the lab.
The gauze I gave you for.
Yeah, that's right, I do have some gauze. Grab him, wrap his head.
Is this how you wrap your head?
Dr. Cosgrave, what do you do?
I try to use my best judgment on which key probably opens this door.
Roll a luck check.
What do I do for that?
Roll under your luck, whatever luck you have remaining.
Uh-oh.
Wah, wah.
I got a 9.
You just kind of eyeball it, and you look at the man that's just zombified. He's like, "Come on now, hurry up, get the vial, would you?" You just smile at him, and you no look, grab a key, put it into the lock, turn it, and it opens.
I'm gonna open it very slowly.
You open the room, and you hear a lot of water, or water as sound like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. As you look down at the end, one room has like, you see this pipe that comes out and it's pushing all of this. It looks like milk coming from this pipe into this long trough, and in this trough you could see something stirring it, and it's progressively being maintained. It's heating in temperature and maintaining temperature as it pushes through very small, very fine, long tubes, and you could see the milk coming through the tubes is like almost wiggling through the tubes, and it's getting into a big giant glass storage. It looks like a 20-gallon like fish tank, essentially, where there's a bunch of these things kind of flopping all over each other and jumping all around.
Ew.
To the right of them, you see just sanitized, clean flasks and vials. Roll sanity check.
Okay.
As you see a 20-gallon fish tank full of wet, white pancakes violently flopping around.
I don't like it here. That's an 18.
You swallow, take a d4 of sanity.
That's a 2.
Plus 1, so 3 sanity damage. And you take a vial.
Woo.
Dr. Jones, what's up?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm going to the basement.
You get to the basement. There's a door. And the door is locked.
I knock on the door.
Door's still locked.
Okay. I turn back and I start to go back because there's a locked door, and I have decided I can't open locked doors without keys that I gave away.
Yep. At this point, you see Annabelle Cosgrave walking out of one laboratory, just kind of like, but has a vial and a flask in hand. She's grabbed one of each, and she's approaching a man you don't know. She says, "Oh, good. We can. Where's a handler? Is there a handler here present?" He sees you. You'll do. Come with us. And he walks to the milking room.
Yes, we have to go to the milking room, right? Ow, cat.
Okay. I'll grip the tire iron even tighter with my hands.
Handler? Jesus.
I don't know what that means.
Fine, you're just gonna handle a baby elder god. It'll be fine.
No, it's bad.
It's very bad.
You approach the door. Graham, what are you doing? You just
Graham, after hearing the voices become a tad more distant, will walk out of the door, clutching his ear and gun, and beckon Noodle Carl to follow.
Are you following them?
From a distance, a little bit, but yes.
Mm-hmm. Little Carl looks at you. I smell milk. That's coming from that room. Smells good. It smells real good. But I'm getting some vibes that I think I'm gonna wait outside. Is that all right? Just like,
Are you
it's like a scared of thunder kind of thing. Just something not right about it.
the one they're walking into? You're nervous of that room?
Yeah, I'd say so. It makes me want to crap myself. I mean, I do that all the time because I don't have clothes. I just dump wherever I want, but it makes my bowels nervous, Just shake, quiver.
No, I don't want you
Not
to.
good.
Don't want you to evacuate yourself uncomfortably, Carl.
Really
Alright.
embarrassing to do it when the ladies are watching.
Alright, well, just stay out here, and I will try to be safe, and I will try to. Hopefully, this goes well, and we can exit out and can have all the milk you want in a nice, comfy bed instead of cages.
That sounds great. Just a place to go out, run wild, and hopefully that doctor's still around. That'd be prime.
I know the turkey-smelling woman has a nice yard, so perhaps you could run around there.
I mean, that'd be great too. Just roam, sounds real swell. I'd like that.
I'll scratch in behind his human ears and slowly make my way to the door behind the others.
And you all approach a room with a placard across it which says Primary Biocide Collection across these reinforced metal doors. And the doors have a wheel locking mechanism, much like a ship's watertight seal. Before you approach that door, you see off to the right-hand side, there is 4 cattle prods hanging off of hooks, along with hearing protection like you would use in a gun range, as well as safety goggles. And you see the man, he starts putting on this. He's like, well, come on, let's hurry up. Don't take all day. We don't want to interrupt too much of what's going on.
Could you remind me, I'm really struggling. My brain fog tonight is just terrible. Could you remind me, is there there's no one else in there, right? It's just the milking room, right? There's not people who stay in there regularly? That would be dangerous, I feel like.
Looks to you. What's your name again?
What was the name of the receptionist? Do I remember the name of the receptionist?
Do you?
I don't know. Do I?
Doesn't seem like it.
Well, Emma doesn't remember anything these days. I'm Dr. Rice.
Dr. Rice. You have a PhD, is that right, Dr. Rice?
Well, you have to have a PhD if you want to be a doctor.
That's right. So you can think, right? You have logic and all that sort of stuff.
You understand I've been on a 14-hour shift, right? I've said this before, right? Did you hear me when I said that?
Yeah. Hands you rubber gloves.
Thank you.
There you go.
There's a flashback, or there's a flash in Annabelle's head of just slaughtering this guy when we go in there.
All right, once I open the door, we're in, we're out. Try not to disturb anything. If anything looks at you or notices you, it's why you have the prods. We clear?
I feel like Dr. Jones has the tire iron in one hand and a cattle prod in the other.
A cattle, you're gonna need two hands for that.
Oh yeah,
prod.
that is kind of big.
These are big. They produce 5 million volts of electricity.
Not gonna hold. I'm just
These are 2-hand boys.
Okay, I'll swap my tire iron out because I feel like that is a bit better.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. He opens the door. Anything else before this happens?
Can I take a look at Graham's ear and make sure that he's not gonna bleed out everywhere?
I mean, like, you are dressed in all of your cattle prod stuff. You can look at him, but this wouldn't be the time to give any medical
I didn't
attention.
Realize how into
Everybody, can you
the
just
process.
take everything off for a second?
Hold on.
Okay, that's fine.
Jesus, I guess not. I guess we'll just go deal with
Normal people dealing with
This.
Elder God stuff. It's fine.
fine. We're just gonna go meet Mom.
Just Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
He opens the door very, very slowly as you see it. He turns again, and you hear a psst, like a release of air as he opens up the door, and inside you see... First, it's a room with fluorescent lights, and within those, it's lighting a room that is full of these goat men, full-fledged. I mean, there's nothing human left about them other than the fact they stand on 2 legs, sets of horns, long, furry arms, hooved feet, and as you look to your left, you could see a milk trough that leads to a pipe to the right, you see the largest set of udders and teats you could possibly imagine. It fills the entire room and the entire space. We're talking from ceiling to floor, 20 feet, wall to wall, another 25 feet. An entire wall full of dripping, milking, dark nipples. And all of these goat men approach these nipples as they suckle from it and they fill their mouth and stomach full of milk. You see them walk over to the trough and vomit all of this milk into the trough, and they walk back and forth. They're climbing on top of each other. They're crying on top of this mound of life-giving milk, and behind these life-giving, this milk, you can see these tentacles that just kind of wrap around it and hold on to it like it's patting its stomach or pushing to get more and more out. At the view of the elder god in this milking process, everyone roll sanity check.
Really? No. You don't
Sure.
say. I got a 2!
I got a 4.
I got a 42 out of 44.
Nice. Each of you roll a d20.
Excuse me?
Shit.
Sorry, what? I got a 3. I don't like it here, you guys.
I got a 10.
I got a 9.
Take what you rolled.
No, sir. I won't.
Y'all, if we had rolled a 20 though,
That'd be very bad.
That'd be very bad. That'd be...
Imagine if you would have failed upon seeing the teats of an elder god.
it's true. It's fair. It's very fair.
You have this overwhelming sense of oppression as you feel the pressure of the room almost try and force you out. Except for Dr. Jones.
Oh.
You feel welcomed.
Yikes.
You feel loved.
No. I just grab onto Annabelle's.
Roll a Constitution save.
No.
Your body again starts to transform. Your hips grow wider. Your arms get shorter. That duckbillness of your face begins to protrude even more. You can feel talons now inside of your shoes. Roll a power check.
I'm so scared to touch any dice.
And you can roll this one at half
Oh, I don't like it.
instead of the quarter.
Shit. I have to do some quick mental math. Hold, please. I'm going to spend 15 and make it.
You feel overwhelmingly thirsty. But you kind of shake yourself awake as you look at the cattle prod in your hands and the rubber gloves. And the man in the lab goes, well, come on, don't dilly-dally, just wait for the gap. Anybody else, anything?
I would like to rack my brain as best I can. I'm wondering if I can roll something. My initial instincts was that in order to stop this, something has to burn, right? Was that what it was?
That's what you gathered from your previous experience, yeah.
How confident do I feel about burning in this room? How confident do I feel about burning man?
Roll me 2 checks. Roll an intelligence check for that question, then an education check after that.
Okay. Use her. 31 out of 60 for intelligence.
There's no way you could burn this thing. For a
Okay.
few reasons, one of which it's massive size, second of which is all the moisture in this room.
Oh, ew. Nope.
It's just humid with milk. And then your education check.
That is a 55 out of 60. Ow.
As you consider your experience before, was it the destruction of the entity that closed the portal, or was it the destruction of what generated that portal that closed it?
The distraction and what generated the portal.
So you've deduced you need to find what is generating the portal to allow this thing into existence.
Fucking hell, we sure don't know anything about that, do we? That's where we are. Oh, we're not in the basement. Christ. Okay. Well, I guess Annabelle will then stand there and wait for an opening. She's always wanted to, electrocute some satyrs.
All three of you roll a dodge check, as will...
Graham is not getting close to this thing. Graham is staying right by the door. He has no desire for any of this.
Did we actually see how he opened that door? Is it still open behind us, or is it closed behind us?
Still open behind you, yeah.
Oh, then Graham is like 1 foot out. Graham probably has earphones in to help protect his one good ear, but that's about it.
Does the guy take off running?
He's standing there waiting for a gap in the satyrs that are milking
I
Shove
think the
Nigger off.
guy knows
to
that this is what was back here.
Hop into the gap to grab some milk out of that trough
Well,
to head out. And you
I'm
have
gonna-
the flask, so he has you right next to him, a hand on your shoulder, like ready to jump in.
I'm gonna try to brush his hand off my shoulder.
What are you doing?
I work better when no one's touching me.
Getting the sense you don't work here.
I can't help you with that. Whatever you think is on you, it's not on me.
All right, ready?
Yep.
And there. Roll a...
I'm gonna run away. Behind. As soon as he goes forward, I go back.
Dr. Jones, what do you do?
I'm not going in. I don't want that. No. Nope. All
All right, well, we roll for him. No, a 93 isn't gonna make it, my dude. He thinks he sees a spot, so he runs in, and then he stops at me to see none of you came around. He's like, I knew you didn't work. As that happens, a satyr runs into him, knocks him over into the milk. Seeing this, as it vomits the milk into that, you see his skin just burn as he screams. And as he screams, all of the satyrs that were milking stop and turn to look at him. And they rush over and they gather all around him. And you see the milk that is being pumped into the pipe have a red tint.
Time to go.
What do you do?
I leave.
Okay.
Should we close it?
Yes.
You close the door.
You close it and it's make a strength check.
Who is making a strength check? Do we both make strength checks?
Are you doing it together or is it just one of you?
I am certainly helping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it as well.
I am
All of us.
panicked.
Panic shoving.
43.
No, ma'am.
Succeeded.
If one of you passes, you'll be
I
fine
passed.
then.
I did
Okay.
it.
I sure didn't.
You guys pull this heavy ass door closed, and you crank like it's like I said a vault in a bank. You crank the wheel over until you hear a when you hear it pressurize on the inside. And here you are.
Ha.
I'm gonna take the gear off, but I'm keeping the cattle prod.
Mm-hmm.
So, we need to find the portal.
Right.
Or this doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because she's here. She's down there. She exists.
Just a quick note: do you leave the rubber gloves on, or take those off?
Oh, I leave them on.
Good idea.
Yeah. I'm not gonna touch a cattle prod without rubber gloves.
Well, you said you took off all the other gear.
I'm gonna leave the cattle prod behind.
It's mostly I want to hear. That's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the tire iron again and leave the cattle prod because I don't trust myself with that thing. And say, I think whatever it is downstairs. Downstairs, it is locked. Graham, do you still have who has the key? Who has the keys?
Give them to Annabelle.
I have the keys. Do you want to lock Mom up?
I think I'll just kind of like tap on the metal, like solid bank vault door. I think she's okay. In there. It's more what we might need to destroy clothes might be downstairs.
Okie dokie.
Excuse you.
He's such an
I
asshole.
would like to stop and run to the flame closet before we head downstairs if we need stuff to burn with. I have one tiny thing of kerosene. It's not going to burn this place down.
This big.
So you unlock it. So you're a flammable storage or electrical closet? Sorry.
Flammable
Storage. There are 2 large metal cabinets, each containing highly flammable substances and dangerous chemicals such as triethylamine, which has a strong fishy odor and highly volatile, diethylamine, which I'm going to butcher all these, a corrosive chemical, actually, you know what? Roll science.
Oh, good. My 1% chance.
I can roll.
I didn't get it.
Man, it's a bunch of stuff. It's the flammable closet,
Yeah.
and these names are really
Graham
complicated.
doesn't care. He just assumes the best and just starts like tipping things over, taking a couple jugs, making
What do
like
you mean
trails.
tipping? I mean, these are metal cabinets that have like vials or large like containers of flammable substance. It's not like giant metal barrels.
He'll take one of the metal jugs, start like pouring it on the floor. He'll like take more and carry it.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna burn the place down. We'll make a trail.
This is not gonna burn the place down. This will burn this room up. If it's a lab, it's gonna have fire doors.
We'll leave the doors open. It'll burn something.
Grab like 3 or 4 jugs of it.
I'm going
We're
to take some of it with me.
We're going to burn something else.
How much are you gonna take it with you?
He'll take. He's not gonna. He'll give 1 jug to each of you and take one himself.
Just 3? Like a big jug, small jug?
Big jug, like one that he wouldn't like need to hold. He wants a hand free for his gun.
Oh, okay.
Here.
So you want like a small barrel that you would carry?
Something I could carry
Okay.
with one hand wouldn't need to.
A gallon of fire stuff.
Each of you make a strength check for me
Oh no.
to judge what size
44
container you're gonna have. Huh?
44 out of 60.
33 out of 45.
14.
Well, you all passed well. You all. Graham has like a half barrel and then like a pretty decent size handle, almost size, in that one hand as he carries it, and you each carry kind of like 2 small keg size of something no one knows about, and you hope it's all flammable because it was not.
Do
flammable.
I know what it is?
Roll me a science check.
I've got
Doctor.
science. 7.
7, yeah, you can name them all by name. This was like from your days of having chemistry set as a kid that you just had fun with, but it was strong, deadly, burning chemicals.
It was like the cool chemistry set.
I'm still
Yep.
tipping 1 over and leading a small trail outside, just in case.
If I
roll
if I
for me,
can, I give him the best pointers.
Graham Adler.
That one.
1, 2, 3. Roll for me a D6.
Sure. 1.
1. Okay.
I hope that's a flammable one. To the basement. I go.
The basement.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Oh,
it's a I mean, if you want me to go, I'll go. I've never been down there. It's just
No.
my legs. They don't do well with stairs. They're kind of stubby.
No.
Do you know you don't know what's down in the basement at all?
I mean, don't be a jerk. I've been locked up in a cage my whole life, man.
I was asking nicely. I wasn't meaning
I
to.
mean, but I know, but that you should be assumptive about this stuff. I mean, just rescued me from
They take you on nice.
I have a human head, dude. I mean, I know this isn't right, but I mean, I'm cool with it. It's just, no, I've never been out of that cage in my whole life, except for walking around in the lab. I mean, I feel this uncontrollable urge to stay close to you, so.
Well, just stay out.
At all times.
Stay away from the flammable stuff. Just stay by the door, I guess, and we'll try to chill in the basement for a minute, head out quickly, and quick exit.
You head down into the basement?
Reluctantly and behind the rest, I will.
Where Graham always finds himself.
You open the door and you go down one set of stairs, and then another set of stairs. Yes.
Is there anything that we can use to prop the basement door open?
You can find something. Like, there's probably another fire extinguisher over there.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Door's propped. As you make your way down, you go down one set, then another set, and leads to another door. That says basement. And it says server room.
Do we hear anything?
Make a listen check. Graham, make yours at half.
Graham doesn't even care. Graham still has the earphones on.
What are you playing? Aqua?
Yeah.
Silence. I got a 3.
You got a 3?
An 18.
An 18. You hear Dr. Cosgrave, this loud. Dr. Jones, you hear. Well done. Now bring them in, and we'll bring them to our side.
Do I hear that in my head or behind the door?
Behind the door.
There are zombies in here.
It's zombies. I'm gonna turn the key and open the door.
There you see, in this enormous basement room in the center, a satyr similar to what I described before, but larger, bigger horns, almost ram-shaped horns that kind of go out. And it's raised in the middle, this probably 9 or 10 foot tall creature, and it's surrounded every wall, and even behind, even in multiple layers, you see computer monitors and computers and wires all over the ground, and all of these wires lead to the same spot with this creature who's and you can see all of these wires going into its body and going up, and it's sitting there, and it can't move anything but its head, arms outstretched as if things are plugged into it everywhere. You see on the monitor little clips being played of you walking in to the building, the murder of Garfield Fox. You see, looking out from a monitor, Graham Adler as he sits at his computer. You see Annabelle Cosgrave again from the inside looking out as she sits at her computer. You see traffic cameras, and they're focused on Greg Olig's house. I hope that's his name. And it's playing all these small clips of familiar places, familiar faces, and familiar things that have happened all along. And you hear him open his mouth, and that long, resonating roar then translates to words in your head. Welcome You've come to seek the miracle cure. As you can tell, we're so close. The salvation of all humanity. My mother will be pleased. She'll be more pleased. She's always pleased with her children. Come and join us, Dr. Cosgrave, Mr. Graham, Adler. You can even bring noodles. But join us. You work tirelessly every day. Graham, you've seen the pit that humanity is, the sin, the sickening deprivation that it's come to. Person against person, blood against blood, everyone trying to climb over one another. The corruption that runs within humanity runs so deep. You're trying to change it now. But even your effects are only temporary. Why not join us? Change it forever. Roll a power check.
$17.
You feel this will seemingly try to draw you in, and you push it back. What do you say in response?
I think Graham is like, blood is trickling out of the earphones he put on from the in the other room, and he's like trying to unscrew the flammable thing, just like slowly tipping it over, like going down 2 stairs and starting to flow into the room.
So he's deeper into the room, by the way. So he's like, it's like a 25-foot room. You're kind of in the stairwell. He's almost all the way towards the back.
I think Graham knows there's wires everywhere, and it's just hoping some of it catches and spreads. Just kind of like dumping it out. Just glug, glug,
that's
glug.
your response?
Yeah, it's just this. Glug, 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 glug.
And you, Dr. Cosgrave, you're not so unfamiliar with what we've done before. You see, there are some gods that would seek to invade this humanity, destroy all of existence just for its own pleasure, but that's not us. We want to save you. You've done all this occult study, and what for? To only know that the humanity that you already wish you weren't a part of anyway is already damned by these outer beings, these outer gods. Why be on the side of the fruitless? Come, produce fruit for us. Roll a power check.
That's a 76 out of 80.
You feel the draw in, you feel the constriction almost around your heart as it pulls you by the heart into the room, and you manage to break its hold on you. What do you say in response?
Oh, what would she say? Full offense, but go fuck yourself.
Ah, yes, very well. Dr. Jones, roll your power check again at half.
Yikes.
30 out of 37.
You feel the draw as he just calls your name, as if, gosh, like a father calling to a daughter, that urge to want to run into his arms and just be held and embraced. But then the unsettling images take place in your mind around you. You can see this freakish being with wires connecting into it, legs that no longer work, a body that seemingly no longer functions, only a mind.
I grab onto Annabelle's arm and a hand if it's free.
Mm-hmm.
I have a cattle prod in one hand and gasoline in the other. Fantastic. I'll just kind of grab onto your arm then, like just your sleeve if you don't have an arm free.
See, Dr. Jones, you feel you can resist who you are and what you're becoming. Well, we'll see. roll a Constitution check at half.
Nope. Nope.
You see Dr. Jones scream as she falls down. Smooth, oily feathers sprout from her skin as her arms shorten into nubs. The bill takes full form on her face. Lose 20 intelligence, and how much do you have left?
30?
30. You have enough facilities to be able to stand up and handle yourself for now.
Oh no.
Bram and Annabelle make a sanity check for me.
26. I pass, but not by a lot at this point.
4. Roll a D. That's a hard pass. Roll a D4. Annabelle, roll a D8. Graham.
4.
Plus 1, so 5. 1 plus nothing, so hard pass. You got him 1. And Dr. Jones, you should probably roll a sanity check too.
I was about to ask.
You know.
No. Nope.
No?
Nope.
Roll a D8.
I don't have that much. Where are you? There you are. 5.
5. Take 7 sanity damage. Also, what's your appearance at?
67.
Up that by another 20. The 20 you lost, add it to that.
This platypus is finally hotter than Graham.
I'm about to say,
I made it!
Graham and Annabelle roll a power check against this sexy duck.
Oh my god. Yo, my sanity is not great.
Yeah, I passed.
But yeah, you turned it into
57.
a...
You got it?
57.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Power.
Pow check.
Pow. Boy howdy, I sure do fail.
You
What does
can't
that
help.
mean?
You can't help but want to seek the embrace of Dr. Jones
Hi.
as something beyond your control compels you into her. You wrap your hands around her head and pull you into her. And you kiss. You start by, I guess, making out with his beak, essentially.
Oh lord. Graham, roll a sanity check.
Graham's just pouring the gasoline. Listen, maybe you can do what you want. I'm burning this place down in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
No, no, I can't.
Yeah. You'll have to pass. You'll have 2 more opportunities to pass, but not right now. You get no turn.
Oh, goody, goody.
Yep.
What do I do with the stuff I'm holding? Do I just like drop
You
it?
drop it. I mean, you are ripping your clothes off.
Oh my god.
Essentially, as you can't help but just want to feel these oily duck feathers touch your body.
Excellent. Amazing.
And the lust washes over you too as well, Dr. Jones, as you just
Oh, okay.
embrace. But you have little platypus arms, so you're having a hard time ripping off any clothes. You start doing it with your tiny feet, talons.
It's just the worst. I hate it.
There we go.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
We've entered the hentai realm, and
We've
here we
done
go.
it.
And
Let the furries rejoice.
Graham, you're the only one with a turn.
Fantastic. As I like shake out the first drum of liquid, hoping some of it is getting into the electrical room, I will unscrew Annabelle's, tip it over, and say, "All right, well, I'm hoping some of it's in there. It's time to light it and leave, guys. You can carry this show on the road."
Go ahead. Graham, make a luck check.
Okay. That barely makes it 39 out of 40.
Ooh, you initially feel this shock of fear into your system, this urge to drop what you're doing and to hide anywhere you can find. but you shake it off. Just the smell of the gasoline just wakes you up. You continue to pour. Well, it's not gasoline. There's no gasoline here. It's all more horrid things.
Yeah, Graham still feels the horror and does want to run and hide, but we'll finish at least pouring this one drum before he leaves and burns his place down.
Make a power check at half, Dr. Jones.
Nope.
You hoist Dr. Graves up onto your body. Her legs wrap around you, and you begin to walk towards the center of the room.
Oops.
Dr. Cosgrave, make a power check for me.
Bad platypus.
Sorry. This is not where I wanted to go.
54 out of 80.
You come up for air.
Yeah.
Just sweating, sloppy, thinking you should stop. There was a reason you came here. But the embrace of Dr. Jones is just too much, and you continue. You have to pass 2 power checks to get out of this. 2 out of 3. You get 3 total.
So hot.
Yep.
I'm
Hey,
just so hot.
It's the
don't
bill.
you wish your
It's
platypus was hot like me?
Yikes.
Graham Adler.
Graham shakes out that last drum 2 steps up the stairs. Last chance, guys, I'm not going in that room. And turns on the lighter and looks at Annabelle, giving her a chance.
Make a constitution check for me.
50 even out of 50. Exactly.
Roll a d4.
Oh no.
3.
Take 3 physical harm as you feel blood trickle down your eyes. It feels like a sledgehammer just hit your brain. But as the vice grip tried to close around it, it seemingly stopped and dissipated.
Graham's just bleeding everywhere, holding this lighter, looking at Annabelle.
Yep. Dr. Dr. Jones,
No.
make another power check at half.
25 out of 37.
25 out of 37. You have a choice. Do you stop walking? Or do you keep going? Do you bring her to him? Or do you stop?
I'll stop. I'm gonna stop.
You can't stop everything. You can just stop walking, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop walking.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Cosgrave, make a power check for me.
Okay.
75 out of 80.
Your clothes practically gone. Undergarments hanging on by threads as these talons have ripped off most of your clothes.
Amazing.
You manage to unhook your legs and stop. Dr. Jones looks at you, and you look at her. What do you do?
Do I have any ability to talk?
Yeah, not right
Apparently.
now.
Okay.
Yes, but only in a Donald Duck voice.
This is gonna be hard. I'm gonna look around the room to see what has happened while I was gone.
There's some ram-like satyr creature with red eyes hanging there. It smells real strong in here.
Do I see Graham? Can I see Graham at all?
Do you? You look for him?
Yeah, I'm doing a whole
Graham,
360.
can she see you at the doorway?
I'm 2 stairs up. Yeah, I'm at the door,
Yeah.
right through the door.
You see, if he's not crouching, you see his waist down.
You see a light. You see the lighter lit.
Hey, Graham, if you could just give us 30 seconds, something weird just happened. I have to go. I'm missing my clothes, but it's fine.
If I don't hear wet footsteps headed my way in about a couple seconds.
I'm gonna start walking, but I'm gonna hold Dr. Jones and to walk together away
Try
from
and
the
drag
satyr.
her. Dr. Jones can't move.
Sorry, what?
She can't move. She either had the choice to walk towards the satyr or to stop. So she does not walk with you. You could try a strength roll to carry her. A platypus can weigh upwards of 300 pounds. She hasn't gained that weight yet, but...
Carry me. Graham, I might need some help carrying Dr. Jones. She literally cannot move right now, and I'm gonna try to
Absolutely
pick her up.
not. But good luck.
You're such a dick.
It's no, look
You
at
try
that
to pick her
place.
What?
Did you touch her?
I don't like the way you said that, Chris.
That's my question.
I mean, yeah, I'm already touching her.
Dr. Jones, roll an appearance check for me.
Oh no. I don't want to make out with you again.
I don't want you to. 63 out of 87.
You can't help it, though.
What?
Just upon contact, it just sends shivers down your spine, and you can't help but just regain that embrace.
Oops. We're gonna die. I'm gonna burn up in this basement. Die.
Graham Adler?
Annabelle.
Am I involved in this, or is she just on me?
Well, her appearance was too undeniably attractive to you, so you hopped on her.
You yeeted upon myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even get to roll for that?
She rolled for you, her appearance.
I don't like that one bit.
Yep, sorry.
Can I say anything? Am I able to say anything? Do I hear Graham?
What could you... Imagine the situation. With your mouth as busy as it is, what could you say?
I mean, I would stop and just
You
feel
can't really...
and talk.
I'm gonna
Use your
say no.
hands.
Graham, anything else for you?
I don't say anything.
Graham.
This is where we test how brave Graham really is.
He isn't. The answer is no.
How
Graham.
true of a friend Graham really is.
Not one. Graham knows when you try to save everyone, you do nothing but get everyone killed. Graham. I think as before he still crouching, about to touch the flame. I think the last thing Graham does is one last effort. Is he tries to shoot Willow Jones in the leg.
Yes.
Roll a firearms check.
That's a 54. Yes.
What's the damage?
It's a 7.
7. As this happens, you're shot in the leg, Dr. Jones, and you fall over onto your back, now mounted by Dr. Cosgraves.
Sick.
With that, Graham, roll an intelligence check for me.
Yeah, that 43.
You make it?
Yeah.
You feel you see within your vision fog. And that fog coalesces over Cosgrave as if she didn't exist. To you. You kind of shake your eyes out, and the fog dissipates. And there she is on a platypus.
You gotta cut it out, man. You really, I know I've been giving, I know it seems like, I'm not coming in there. 100% no. It's a mess.
Dr. Jones, roll a power check, this time at full, for a little wake-up shot.
Little shot in the leg. Just
From Graham Adler, yep.
Alright, cool. Thanks, friend. 42 out of 75. Thanks, friend.
Nice. Well, okay, here's your choice. Do you stop, Dr. Cosgrave, or do you allow it to continue?
Oh, no. For sure stop.
Do I stop?
You can force her off of you and stop this connection.
Oh,
Yes,
her.
yes.
Sorry.
Yes, I would
Yes.
like to do that, please. I would like to, if I can, get one of my feet and just push her off of me.
Your good feet.
Push off this
One of my
near
good
naked...
flat feet now.
Well, talon feet, but yeah.
Well, well,
You've been poisoned. No.
whoops.
No.
You push her off. You have a chance to say something to her.
I will
in your
just
normal voice.
Good.
Dang.
I will just shout to the two of them, leave. That's it.
You could just say more if you wanted to than
No,
that.
that's all. That's all she would say.
Okay.
Oh no.
Dr. Cosgrave, make
Yes.
a power check.
Okay.
$37.
You snap out of it. You are just like, what am I doing? You are free from this. Encapturement? I don't know. What do you do?
Entrapment.
Entrapment.
Do I see that the chemicals have gotten anywhere close at all to the wires?
Oh, they've gotten to the wires, yes, but they haven't gotten to the creature.
Did I throw down my... Can I see my glove and the cattle prod?
Yes.
Am I able to grab the glove and put it on and take the cattle prod and run over and shove it into the creature?
If that's what you want to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Before you make contact with the creature, roll for me a Constitution check.
He's real good.
14.
14. Take 1d4.
2.
Take 2 damage. 2 physical harm as you feel a sledgehammer slam into your brain. And as the vice tries to tighten around it, the blood just leaks from your eyes, but seems to lose its hold.
Cool, I'm gonna run up and stab it. I'm gonna be like, hang on, Graham, I'm just gonna stab this satyr real quick.
Roll a fighting brawl check. Well, actually, no, just make it a strength check because this thing can't move. Make me look up its stats now.
Jesus. 37 out of 40.
Stop. My heart can't take it.
My body, I'm half naked stabbing a satyr with a cattle prod right
Hot.
now.
Okay, roll a d10.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, never mind, just a flat 10. Yeah, deal 10 damage to it.
That's a good number. That's a
It's-
big number.
You can see it shaking violently as a few computer monitors explode. Graham Adler. What's going on?
Based on the way the liquid has spread, do I think she would be able to get out if I lit this on fire?
Do you think she would?
Yes.
Roll an intelligence check.
All right. Nah, that's a 96.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Big numbers.
You think she can make it out? Probably.
We have
Howdy.
Annabelle. We have to go. I'm serious. You can't just keep taking. We're not gonna fight this thing.
No, I just wanted to electrocute it, that's all.
Okay,
I just,
move now.
it's
I'll
literally
like,
made out of wires.
hold up my action and like light it, and as soon as I think she's close enough to where I can light it.
Okay, roll a Constitution check.
27. Yeah.
Roll a d4.
I'm so scared right now.
Graham is for sure doing it in the next turn, no matter what you do. It's a 1.
It's a 1.
Yeah.
Just take 1 physical harm.
Bleed out with brain trauma.
Dr. Willow Jones,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Okay, am I able to could I get one of the buckets of chemicals and basically just like finish the trail up to where this thing is?
I'd say so, yeah.
I would like to do that, please.
Go ahead. Roll for me a power check. At half this time.
No.
Don't have the old gunshot wake-up call.
Oh no.
You feel an uncontrollable urge to protect this creature. You've already laid the trail of chemicals. Make an attack roll against Dr. Cosgrave. So roll for me a fighting brawl check. You're fighting brawl. Up that to. Do you have anything in it?
No.
Add 20%, so 45.
That's fine. I rolled an 80.
Let's say so. You don't like. You only had. Yeah, you have these talons on the back of your legs. So you kind of like lay down and try and like flap at her with them. But she's just looking down and like, "What are you doing?" And you miss.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Cosgrave, you're up.
Do I get the sense that Dr. Jones is like gone?
Roll for me education or intelligence. You'll get a different answer depending on which one you choose.
Oh, they're the same. So let's go with the 53 out of 60. Let's go with education.
She's displaying more animal-like qualities than she is that of a human. And now she's lying on the ground trying to hit you with her feet. You haven't heard her, you heard her just yell one word since she's been here. You just get the sense her mental facilities aren't there anymore.
I think that Annabelle will look at Dr. Jones and say, if Dr. Jones, if you are still in there, you have to fight this and you have to run. And then I will run up to Graham.
Make for me. Make an intelligence roll.
$28.
28. You feel this overwhelming fear that you have to hide. But then you shake it off knowing that the only way out is through those stairs. And you run to Graham. Graham.
Graham lights it up as soon as she gets past him.
Oh, Jesus.
You light it up. Roll for me. Roll for me a percentage die.
Okay.
Ooh.
45.
45. The trail goes straight. It obviously starts to circle around the room, and it follows that trail Dr. Willow Jones had laid out of kerosene or whatever it was, the chemical, to the creature, but it just kind of lights the bottom of the creature as the creature itself isn't soaked in any sort of flammable liquid. And it looks to you and says, Dr. Cosgrave. The voice changes. We'll be seeing you. As you hear the voice of Dr. Abinshare, the voice of Seer Rabinesh, as a purple darkness envelops this creature, and it disappears from sight.
Okay, but what's happening with Dr. Jones? Is she like engulfed in flames?
Oh yeah, engulfed in flames for sure.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Are the servers burning? Graham's main goal was like the servers and all the wires. And
Yes, all the wires, all this sickly looking, like gross setup is all up in flames.
He's bounding up the stairs trying. Annabelle, we have to leave now.
Noodles is right by your side.
Noodles, Carl,
Man,
come on.
That was cool, man. I mean, you got rid of the hot chick, but I mean, at least we got Turkey Lady. This is cool. As he runs, very casual, one-track minded. Dr. Jones, as you lay on your back, flames surround you. You can feel the heat literally cooking the meat inside of your legs and your arms as you're still alive. What are your final thoughts as you depart this life?
Jeez. That I'm glad that the first friends I've ever made it out alive.
And with that, your eyes close. Graham and Dr. Cosgrave, how are you getting out of here?
Through the rooftop patio. If we see the if we're running, Graham is like sprinting best he can.
Mm-hmm.
And if we see shutters on the doors and windows still, then he would run to the exit he knew.
Mm-hmm. The shutters are still down, and you run to the exit that you know. You get to that floor, and there's water. Lots of water. I mean, there's a sprinkler system in the kitchen. It's a kitchen. So, there have been water. The pigmen are nowhere to be found. And you're on the second floor of a building.
And, Graham's already stretching out, ready to climb down. Are you ready?
No, but I don't really have a choice, do I?
No. Noodles, do you want to hop on my back, kind of piggyback it? I don't know how you climb this quickly.
I mean, that sounds... I could try that. I mean, I can kind of lay around your neck like some kind of fur or scarf.
Yeah, I like that.
Man-dog fur. I mean, don't get any ideas.
He'll drape him on his shoulders.
Yes. Great.
He climbs down.
He's like a pug size, by the way.
Awesome. Better.
He's not very big.
That's so much worse. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I imagine this is like a little, Labrador.
He was like a wiener dog in my mind, but I like that.
Yeah. So he's like wiener dog size,
Awesome.
like an adult wiener dog size. Yep.
I will take.
Is he like a basset hound?
He's got human ears. But anyway, you're climbing down. Roll a climb check.
Yeah, 54.
54. You make it down without an issue. And you're kind of in between, so it's not like the top. It's not like the top of the second floor like you had to get to before. Yeah. You're already starting halfway down.
Yeah.
So you only had to make one climb check to make it. Dr. Cosgrave, make a climb check.
Great.
Probably not as good as his, huh?
Graham will set Noodle Carl down and kind of be there to kind of break her false last catcher best he can.
Yeah, I sure fail. 74.
He's 74. How do you want to try and break this fall? Just kind of take the impact?
This kills me. I'm gonna be so pissed.
I think he would try to catch her best, knowing full well he probably won't be able to, but kind of try to catch her.
I'm tiny.
Are you? What's
All
this?
right.
Yeah.
So
I'm svelte.
You're still falling from a second floor. Go ahead. Make a strength check for me.
Oh my god,
Graham.
am I falling 2 stories?
28.
You're halfway down the second story, huh?
28. Yeah, not 16.
28. So you catch it. We're gonna reduce your damage by half. So you take 2 physical harm,
Okay.
Dr. Cosgrave. You take 1, Graham.
All right.
Annabelle looks very bad. She is a broken woman right now, figuratively and literally.
I can carry you to the bolt. Graham's bleeding from his ear too, shoulder re-dislocated from catching you. You want me to carry you to the Yaris, or can you walk?
Can I walk? Am I able to walk?
How much health do you have left?
3?
Oh yeah, you can walk. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will walk.
All right. Sets you down. Let's go. And bleeding walks to the Yaris, power walking.
Do you have a jacket or anything that I could put on? I am naked.
Yeah,
it would be nice.
He takes
She
off
is
he takes off his t-shirt.
butt naked.
So now
Yeah.
Graham is shirtless and slightly cold. And gives you his shirt.
I tie it around my waist.
What?
Your waist.
What about your nipples?
I'm not worried about that. I really don't. I don't need my vagina hanging out
Oh,
everywhere.
you're naked. All right.
I am naked. I'm assuming I pulled
Yeah.
my clothes off.
Yep, and a platypus ripped him off too. Could have been
So-
Graham though.
I'm just gonna hold my girls and run.
All right. Perfect.
In the Yaris, where do you drive to?
Back to Annabelle's. Well, Annabelle's is compromised. A hotel. A hotel that is very, like, shady.
A motel?
And a motel,
Sketch.
yes.
Little sketch.
Little sketch motel.
You go to the sketch motel. And anything you want to do before the night closes?
Bleed some more. Probably put some gauze in my ear, try to take a bath.
I think Annabelle just takes a shower and has a full-blown mental breakdown, and then goes to bed.
Yep, that's about right.
I'll buy
Okay.
it. I'll buy a sweatshirt from the gift shop for Annabelle.
Bless. Can we stop at like a 7-Eleven and get a fucking bottle of alcohol of some kind?
That's fair.
That'd be great.
As you try and drink away the nightmares.
While petting Noodle Carl.
While
right,
petting Noodle Carl.
Noodle.
So we're about to go into epilogue phase. Do you keep Noodle Carl?
For sure. If he wants to.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think this is great, man. I mean, you got a nice pad. I mean, like, this is cool.
All right. Yeah.
You let me talk to people, like...
I mean, yeah, the people that can be trusted. Yes, absolutely.
This is really great. I mean, I eat, like, regular dog food, too. It's not just, like, freaky space alien milk.
Good,
you know,
great. I'm glad we're weaning you off the space
But
juice onto...
if you got any more, though, I'd oh, that's good.
When he comes my way, I'll let you know.
And you two can add to your epilogues if you have any in mind. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and if you have, let's have Ty go first. I know maybe spur of the moment, but what's your epilogue? And I'll add to it. How about that?
I think he would probably stay in the motel with Annabelle for like at least a day or two. Check the news on his phone to see if there's anything about Z-Med Bio. If he saw anything there. Once him and Annabelle felt more secure or safe, he would probably try to drive to Annabelle's and see how the house is at that time from the pigman attack.
On the you'll see on the news that there's just been an odd occurrence of dead animals found everywhere throughout the city, seemingly drop dead and rotting at an alarming rate. So as you walk into her house, you find a bunch of dead, rotting pigs. Besides the one you killed, other ones that have just kind of turned into this black ooze.
I will help Annabelle clean it up and stay with Annabelle for however long she needs or wants, and I will take Noodle Carl out in the yard and fetch with him. And I think Graham would... He wrote, I think I said it last episode, he wrote a bunch of letters in Kate, like, to send out to friends saying to investigate. I think he destroys, like, all of them but one that he had addressed to his older half-brother, and kind of just keeps it and looks at it and thinks about sending it. His name is Grant.
Grant. Dr. Cosgrave, how about your epilogue?
So upon getting back to my house, I would let Graham stay there probably for a while with Noodles. And she would set up the guest bedroom for him. She would try to tidy all of whatever kind of fucking disaster the pigmen left. Did Dr. Jones leave anything at my house? Was there anything that was left behind, even if any clothing, anything?
Probably.
I was going to ask Dr. Jones, what did you leave behind?
Yeah, I probably left some things there, overnight, like maybe like
Chapstick.
a bloody undershirt from those thousands of times I was covered in blood or something like that.
Annabelle would take whatever, the shirt that she left behind, and she would, there's two things that she would do. She would cut it in half, and she would take one half and shred it, and she would put it in a jar with a hunk of obsidian and a sprig of basil, or like a chunk of basil, and she would bury it in her backyard. and then the other half she would fold up and she would put it in some kind of container, and she would make like a little memorial somewhere separate from that, or in the backyard that is a little inconspicuous, maybe in her garden or something. And I think after giving herself some time to like grieve and process all of this, I think she would start like obsessively checking to see if anything pops up related to that law firm or any other weird new thing that pops up somewhere. And that's what Annabelle would do.
Keeping consistent research. Oh. Don't need this epilogue anymore. Cross that out. Good. Okay, it was on a different page anyway. So, Graham, one day, do you go back to your apartment?
I think he would, but he would probably bring Annabelle. I don't think he would want to. I think he would not want to go back alone, at least at first, until he felt very secure.
So you eventually, say after a few weeks, you're living on your own, she's living on her own again?
Sure, yeah.
We can talk about the evolution of that relationship whenever we want. That's
sure.
Whatever. Like, I decide to move in.
And I live here now! Fuck that apartment.
Don't mind me.
Rent was too much.
We've seen Elder Gods together yet.
They wouldn't let me keep Noodle at my apartment, so...
So Noodle's with you. He's snuggled up in the corner of your apartment by the heater, because now it's wintertime. Probably mid-December or so, and he's snuggled up by your... I assume it's like a radiator, and you have a Christmas tree up, but it's, hardly decorated because you just don't have that many ornaments. And or maybe it's really decorated. I'll let you choose that.
Yeah, I think he probably gets into Christmas. He likes the holidays.
He likes Christmas. You hear a scratch at your door.
Is Noodle asleep?
Noodle is asleep.
All right.
But it sounds exactly like his kind of scratch.
Oh. I won't wake Noodle. He will grab his snub-nosed gun, not the Glock, and just kind of hold it tight and look through the peephole.
You look through the peephole, and you can see a tail wagging, as your peephole is like people. As your peephole is people height, you can't see quite that low.
Graham keeps the chain on the door, but does open it a smidge to look at this tailed creature.
You see the little nose of, it's ironic that you said like a wiener dog, a little nose of a dachshund kind of poke its way halfway in. Like it's waiting to walk in.
Hello. Looks nervous.
Speak. Doesn't say anything. It's excited though. It's happy to be there.
All right, I'll open up the chain and let the dog in.
Excuse me, Noodles wakes up. Man, I just got this feeling there's another dog in here. Oh, there's another dog in here. I mean, I'm alright with that.
I wasn't sure if it was a friend of yours, perhaps you sent out.
It has human hands for legs. No, it doesn't. It's just a normal dachshund, like a wiener dog. And it has a collar on with a bright, shiny tag.
I read the tag.
It says Duke the Fourth in Roman numerals.
I like put him up on my bed.
On the back of the tag, there's an address in the city of Arkham.
You are a long way from home, little dog. And he will pet it and feed both Duke and Noodles and begin to text Annabelle.
As it shifts to Annabelle, you get a text from Graham Adler. It's a picture of another dog. And what does it say? Is Graham actually texting her?
Oh, Graham would say, I received a message, wiener dog, with an address. might be mysterious, related to our invitations that set off the previous events. I'm sure they would love to go running around your yard if they don't mind me bringing Noodle and Duke the Fourth over.
Annabelle will text back.
As you go to reply, your phone rings.
Oh no.
And the city, under the area code and stuff, says Arkham, Massachusetts.
I'll answer it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hear the voice of an old man on the other line. Well, Dr. Jones, I see you've done it again. It's a bit hard out there, I know. I've been on the field myself, and I've lost those just like you have with your Dr. Willow Jones, but through a bit of examination and the way you've handled yourself with these, well, I think you'd find yourself to be a suitable replacement for my position.
Sorry, who is this?
Me? I'm the librarian. And we'll end our story there. For tonight.
For the record, she texts Graham back a little emoji of a grill and a thumbs up.
He gets a charcuterie board on the way.
Yes.
Charcuterie board.
And then you decide to get some Chips Ahoy cookies. Just show them when we buy.
Yeah, and then throw them like trash.
We bury them.
You throw them into the fire. Burn, just like Dr.
We burn them
Jones.
and then bury them next to you.
We could wrap things up with this campaign. This
Finally, this one shot.
One shot. We did it, everybody. It was a little longer tonight than I expected.
Yeah.
You know, the only way to make this thing longer was split the party. That's exactly what you did in the beginning.
Yep.
Unintentionally. I was like, oh, this is going to go by quick. Bam, split the party. Oh, crap.
Well,
How do you just casually walk through the front door, the obvious trap? You know.
Oh, you can go around, introduce yourself, say who you played, and favorite moment of the evening would be great. Maybe a favorite moment of the entire campaign if you can remember it, but start with Graham Adler. You always have one in mind.
I'm Ty.
Start there with Ty.
Also, Graham Adler. You can find me here. You can find me at Baller and Brawler on Twitter. You can find me at Dice Prairie on Tuesdays, where I run a Monster of the Week campaign with all of these people at some point or another. It's also wild, and the party is also currently split. My favorite moment from tonight, we'll go tonight. From tonight first was probably all. I mean, there's a lot of cool references for other Mythos Mystery Society stuff, which is a lot of fun. And just the ending scene of so how long are we gonna wait before we just fucking leave? Because that was my mindset the entire time. And my favorite moment overall, I would probably just, it was a very interesting campaign of let's chill and go to restaurants while investigating this horrible, horrible mystery, and that was a lot of fun for me. That's it. And I like being Graham too. Graham was a fun character.
Graham was good. I liked it. Dr. Willow Jones. How about you next?
Hello. I was Dr. Willow Jones. Willow Jones does not exist anymore, so now I'm back to me. You can find me on the internet at Happy Capser all over the place. You can also find me, as Ty said, on Tuesday nights at Dice Prairie, playing the not as dead old guy. Almost dead. He almost died. It was very close. What else am I doing these days? Tuesdays and Thursday afternoons, I stream on my own channel here, do some things like play games and do stuff and cool things like that. Also on Goblin Society Games on Twitter and also on our website, goblinsocietygames.com. I've started writing, which is cool and new. But also we post a bunch of TTRPG stuff. My favorite moment of the night was that little memorial scene that Cosgrave did. Made me almost cry. It was so sweet. And God, overall, I liked the general feeling of you have Annabelle who just this is her shit. She she knows this stuff, deals with it sometimes, dealt with it once. You have Graham, who's like this kind of terrible person, but who also knows a little bit about this weird spooky stuff. And then you have Dr. Jones, who's literally just a normal ass person and turns into a platypus and dies. I thought that was an interesting character arc.
A wild ride. Annabelle Cosgrave, if you could.
Good gods. Hello, I'm Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. You can find me here relatively frequently these days. And you can find me over at Dice Priory on Tuesdays. Keep an eye on my Twitter because there's spoopy Halloween stuff that is happening this month. As I am partnering with Dice Priory for some spoopy shit. My favorite moment this evening, I think, was there were two. It was the terrible scene when the thing tried to eat Graham's head, and Graham had to pull it out of his ear, and it was gross. And the other was that final scene of Dr. Jones and what her last thoughts were before she burned up as a platypus. And then I think my favorite moment in the entire game, I had a lot, but the moment when Dr. Jones got back in the car with the decapitated guy. Cosgrave was like, "Oh my gosh, we can't. You're covered in blood. No one can see you. You should get back in the car." And Dr. Jones is like, "Okay," and she did. Oh no.
And my name is Chris. I was your keeper tonight, and thank you everyone for staying up late tonight. I know it ended up. I just looked at the time. I guess it was just my adrenaline was high, but I'm like, oh my gosh. For some of you, it's like 2:30 in the morning. Oh man, I have work tomorrow too. I have to get up very early, but yeah, you too. Hey, bosom buddies. My favorite moment of tonight was probably when Annabelle reacted to Garfield's death and how he pleaded to her, trying to get her information and try and help in some way, and she was just too overwhelmed to move. And he just died looking at her pleadingly, and her reaction. That was awesome. That was my favorite moment. Powerful stuff. And all the restaurants for the entire campaign. I mean, the entire setting of all the restaurants was great. Ty and I love going to unique restaurants. We always try. Did we ever tell you the biscuit and limeade place we went to? We went to a place that was a biscuit and limeade restaurant. More to that next time. I'll be running Teens in Space, the spooktacular space station. I forgot what I called it. Maybe it was that Scaretacular space station, something like that. But it'll be a great time, and you'll see 3 of us here and doing that, so it'll be fun. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your evening. Brought to you by how do you close this one?
Brought to you by Don't turn into a platypus and die.
Brought to you by Schmuckies. Tastes good on cooked platypus.